Dearest friends, we come with joy and best wishes in this holiday season. We observe some of you experiencing sadness and a bit of confusion because you are not experiencing the season as you are used to. For those of you who are feeling this way, rejoice in the understanding that your consciousness has changed and thus the holidays no longer resonate in the same way. Since last Christmas, many of you have evolved and integrated more light, which in turn is affecting the way that you experience, understand, and live every aspect of daily living, from the mundane to the most profound. Somehow the seasonal music you loved in the past now sounds a bit tinny. Frenzied promotions for bargains of all kinds are often just plain irritating and no longer hold power over you. Some, who never noticed before, find themselves painfully aware of how commercial Christmas has become. Everything feels different this year, but it has nothing to do with age or responsibilities. It has to do with the fact that you have become more enlightened. Because of your increasing attention to intuition, it is now much easier to recognize the commercial intent behind the seasonal hype of nostalgia and fake sentiment. You easily see that most of it has nothing to do with the true loving essence of Christmas and everything to do with your purchasing power. You are learning to pull aside and look behind the curtain of Oz. We remind you of the true meaning of Christmas and the New Year. This season is very powerful with meaning, because it represents profound truths still unrecognized by the world in general. As with all things, truth manifests third-dimensionally, according to individual states of consciousness. A consensus consciousness is formed from the majority belief of individual states of consciousness. The so-called Second Coming, as well as the birth of Christ at Christmas, is actually the personal experience of awakening that awaits every individual at some point in their evolutionary journey. It refers to the birth of the Christ consciousness within, and does not solely refer to the birth of Jesus/Yeshua 2,000 years ago, who attained the Christ consciousness in its fullest while on earth. Gradually, through many journeys, experiences, and lifetimes of struggle, the humble personal consciousness, the manger, is prepared for the baby, truth, to be born. The Christ is always born in humble circumstances, for an ego of separation consciousness is simply not open to birth the Christ consciousness. At first, the newborn Christ consciousness is weak and needs protection, as it could easily be pushed away through fear or snuffed out by the opinions of others. A world consciousness of duality and separation is very threatened by the light of awareness and would like it not to appear at all, often taking actions toward this. The newborn Christ consciousness must be held silently and secretly within the heart until it grows ever stronger and more confident, eventually becoming a fully mature enlightened Christ consciousness which no longer needs protection, for it now knows that it is the very substance and essence of protection and that there is nothing needing protection from. Thus follows a new year, life. For the awakened individual, the second coming has arrived. Celebrate the season with all the love and joy of your newborn higher awareness, and you will be a blessing to everyone around you. Life is meant to be joyous, for separation is a myth, a belief having no law to support it.